Welcome to Abundant Excursions. We understand that travel is more than just a destination, it's a once in a lifetime experience. We offer the perfect blend of luxury and adventure to create the ideal holiday getaway. From romantic beach escapes to exotic island retreats, we will work with you to find the trip that speaks to your heart. We specialize in romance and group travels. Planning a honeymoon? An individual or a group intimate celebration? We got you. What are you waiting for? Send us a message. Abundant Excursions, your luxurious access to the world.
With Europe Express and Abundant Excursions. As Angela said, I am Rose Schwartz, one of the travel trade business development managers at Europe Express. We do partner with Abundant Excursions, with other travel advisors around the country. And I'm really happy to be your guide today into foreign independent travel. For those of you who have joined us before, we have spoken a lot about independent travel. In this half hour, I'm going to introduce you not only to Europe Express and how we partner with Abundant Excursions to really create those magical itineraries that are bound really only by your budget and your imagination. We're going to look at some sample customized independent European itineraries. We're going to feature the great outdoors, and we're going to review the travel components we can offer. We're going to discuss what you should know and before you go, and most importantly, how to book your adventure. So we'll get started in talking a little bit about Europe Express and who we are. So Europe Express is a US-based tour operator, and we work exclusively with travel advisors to help them to design those extraordinary independent European vacations for you, their clients. And we do focus specifically in 4 different areas of expertise. The first is customization, because you're really worth a European adventure as unique as you are. Indulgent travel, it's all about that private over shared sightseeing, your pre-booked private transfers, maybe some hotel room upgrades to really give you the most luxurious days imaginable. And then we have discovery. So discovery is one of the best ways for you to immerse yourselves in the history, culture, and cuisine of a destination to really seek that authentic experience away from the crowds. And really this oftentimes means getting beyond those big cities and exploring the hidden wonders of those less frequented villages and landscapes. And then we look to transformation or transformative travel, which is all about expanding our horizons, adopting new perspectives, focusing on our well-being, and embracing the extraordinary. We're going to be talking a lot about that here in the great outdoors when we get into the destinations. I want you to just remember that we are not your typical motor coach tour company where the hotels, sites, and destinations are chosen for you. With Europe Express, you're on your own schedule and you decide just how, where, and when you want to travel. So our product line, we have lots of different product to offer. We are truly a one-stop shop for your travel advisor for these independent European vacations. We do have air contracts with all major carriers and offer all classes of service from economy to business and first class. For hotels and accommodations, we really offer accommodations for every budget. Your 3, 4, 5-star hotels, castles, villas, paradors, posadas, B&Bs, and apartments. For sightseeing, we have over 600 sightseeing options, from those basic hop-on, hop-off tours and fast-track entrances to special interest tours such as beer, wine, history, culture. These can all be arranged through Europe Express, through Angela. For transfers, we have shared private and executive transfers to make sure you get from one point to another very safely, from the airport to the hotel, hotel to train station to cruise port, or really wherever it is you want or need to go. And if you're looking to chart your own course through a destination and get behind the wheel of a car, we're going to help Angela to arrange that car rental for you. And then we have rail. So when you choose to vacation in Europe, odds are you'll probably travel by rail at some point during your stay. It is truly easy, quick, affordable, and scenic, not to mention eco-friendly, multi-generational, and I do say it on every one of my webinars, a bit romantic. I'm going to ask that you discuss your destinations, your interest in the type of air travel and accommodations that really fit your budget with Angela. She will then work with our staff to secure a quote and to get you the best possible package pricing. It's kind of hard to say. And then she'll book your European adventure with Europe Express. Now you're probably asking, well, what are the benefits to me? So Europe Express, again, is an established tour operator with over 30 years of experience. Since our inception in 1990, we have worked exclusively with your travel advisor to assist them in creating those completely customizable European adventures for individual travelers, couples traveling together, or groups of 10 or more family and friends. We have a U.S. team that is comprised of knowledgeable, passionate, and well-traveled reservation specialists. They have either lived in, worked in, studied in, or traveled throughout Europe extensively. So they know the destinations and they know our products inside and out. And really for you, we have our Barcelona operations office. They assist us in not only contracting our hand-selected products, using their relationships to negotiate contracts directly with those thousands of local hotels and activities, but again, for you, they assist in servicing our 24/7 emergency hotline. So when you're traveling, you know that you're in the best of hands with Europe Express. And we're going to talk today about the great outdoors. So the world really truly holds a playlist of music for those who listen. Travelers who choose to visit bustling cities hear only one genre of music, while those who add the dimension of health and wellness travel to their itinerary hear and feel the symphony of the great outdoors. While we're not going to be able to get to all of the great outdoors, we're going to focus on how through Angela and Europe Express can get you out of those large cities and into nature. And we'll take you to some national parks, some majestic mountains, inviting lakes, transcendent trails, and healing waters of thermal baths. So let's get started because, like I say, we always have a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to start with Croatia. So Croatia's stunning capital, Zagreb, is a vibrant city that is green and close to nature. Offbeat and quirky, Zagreb is underrated among vacation destinations and is not overrun by tourists like other Croatian cities are. Zagreb is distinguished by its 18th and 19th century Austro-Hungarian construction and offers many architectural sides, which can be seen with a stroll through its upper town, the red roofs, the cobblestone streets, the church spires, to its lower town of the neo-Baroque and Art Deco facades. Now, getting out into nature around Zagreb, we have the Plitvice National Park, which was founded in 1949 in central Croatia, and it was added as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. It is an easy day trip from Zagreb. The park's nationally protected lands cover an area of 73,000 acres. Peak season includes summer holidays in July and August, but the best time for visits are June and September when the crowds are thinner and the temperature is more moderate. The park maintains its forests of diverse trees, sparkling lakes and rivers, pristine waterfalls, and flora and fauna by setting guidelines for its visitors. While it is not possible to swim in any of the 16 lakes or cool yourself under one of the 90 waterfalls within the park, it is possible to take lake tours or go rowing and take to the mountains for a climb or hike or cycle. The unique labyrinth of its lakes, waterfalls, and boardwalks trails make this national park worth a stop on anyone's bucket list. Now, for your stay in Zagreb, I do recommend the Hotel Esplanade. It's a 5-star luxury property located near the heart of Zagreb and near to the boardwalk and just a 4-minute walk to the Botanical Garden and King Tomislav Square. The property does offer 208 soundproof rooms with premium bedding, a pillow menu. The hotel is air conditioned. It offers free Wi-Fi, 24-hour front desk, bar, restaurant, room service, and spa. Moving on to Lapland. So land where the midnight sun meets the northern lights, Lapland is Finland's northernmost subarctic wilderness, which borders Sweden, Norway, Russia, and the Baltic Sea. Lapland makes up 1/3 of all Finland's total area. It's the size of Belgium, Holland, and Switzerland combined. For most of the year, Lapland offers scarce daylight hours, and there are only 73 days each year when the sun is visible around the clock. Lapland is very sparsely populated with only about 184,000 people who call it home. And interestingly enough, the number of reindeer in the region roughly equals to that of the human inhabitants. It's considered to be the true home of Santa Claus. So take an unforgettable adventure on our Husky Safari. You'll be transferred to the Husky Farm, which can house from anywhere from 40 to 400 of these intelligent dogs. You'll don some thermal clothing before venturing out to meet the rambunctious brood, who will be anxiously awaiting their new teams of drivers. You will learn all the basics of mushing, how to stop, turn, and drive the sled before getting into nature with your teams. For a magical nighttime ride in the Arctic wilderness with reindeer in search of those elusive and ethereal northern lights, visible roughly 200 nights per year in Lapland, you'll not want to miss out on the Aurora hunting with reindeer excursion. You'll be provided warm thermal outerwear and blankets. You're going to ride the sleigh through the crisp Finnish air, listening to the sound of the reindeer's hooves against the snow amid nature's stillness. A stop at an open fire halfway through the ride will offer you some hot berry juice and just a bunch of stories about the life of the Lapland reindeer. In this area, we do recommend the Kaukslahtena Arctic Resort. It's a 4-star property in Sodankila, Lapland. It's just a 10-minute drive to the Soriselka Ski Resort. It offers igloo and chalet-style accommodations. This property is smoke-free, offers free Wi-Fi, and is both family and pet-friendly. Now, when we talk about getting into nature and leaving the bustle behind, we do look to Iceland with its blue lagoon, glacier, geysers, waterfalls, and lava fields. This Nordic nation can trace its history to the Vikings, and it's no surprise that within Reykjavik, Iceland's capital, clients will find the national and saga museums dedicated to just that. Now, awarded National Geographic's 25 Wonders of the World designation in 2012 for nature, design, and wellness, the Blue Lagoon, situated between Keflavik Airport and Reykjavik, is a natural thermal phenomenon of radiant blue waters contained within a lava field. And lots of people ask, well, why is it blue? And quite simply, this lagoon is blue because of the way the silica reflects light. And this is not the only reason that so many come to visit these inviting waters. Many are convinced of the water's healing powers. Others come for just the warmth and the wonder. And in any case, you will thank yourself for adding this geothermal spa to your itinerary. Tickets and reservations are required and can easily be added to any itinerary booked through Europe Express. In Iceland, we also recommend the Golden Circle sightseeing tour. It includes visits to the geologically significant Thingvellir National Park, which sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. A visit to the golden-hued Gullfoss is also included and stops at the geysers and glaciers. And even though Iceland is only about the size of the state of Kentucky in landmass, there are 10,000 waterfalls, 269 glaciers, which cover 11% of the country, 30 active volcanoes, and anywhere at any time between 20 and 29 geysers that call it home. Now, if you're an adventure, a wellness-seeking, or nature-seeking person, you are going to be immediately enamored with Iceland's active offers of the glacier hiking and just regular hiking, the snorkeling, the whale watching, river rafting, thermal baths, and really activities for every season. We also have our South Iceland Waterfalls and Black Sand Beach Tour, which will take you to the main natural attractions of South Iceland, such as the Reynjisfara Beach, the Seljalandsfoss, the Skogafoss waterfalls, farmland, mountains, and glaciers. It is a 10-hour tour from Reykjavik, and you will also marvel at the basalt rock formations of the Reynjisdragnar near the village of Vik. Myrdal, Selgelafoss waterfall, and the 60-meter fall of that waterfall. You'll also stroll on the Rengisfara volcanic Black Pebble Beach. In Reykjavik, we do recommend the Radisson Blue 1919. It's a 4-star property. Goodness, I can't talk today. In the city center. It's just 5-minute walk to both the city hall and the Reykjavik harbor. It does have 88 rooms. The property is smoke free. It has a 24-hour front desk, free Wi-Fi. There's a restaurant, bar, gym, and business center on the property. Moving into Italy, the Dolomites, or the Pale Mountains, are home to picturesque lakes, dark forests, and imposing towers of rock, which make it really an ideal setting for hiking, climbing, cycling, mountain biking, rafting, and skiing in Christmas, and of course, those Christmas markets in the winter season. A mountain range in the north of Italy covering over 350,000 acres between the border of Austria and the 2 Italian provinces of Trentino and the Alto Adige. The Dolomites are a playground of activity in any season, but to avoid the crowds, a visit in May, June, or autumn is recommended. Now, the closest airport is Venice, and from there you can easily take local transport, combination of maybe trains and buses, or a car rental to get you into the Dolomites. However, you may also choose to fly into Innsbruck in Austria as well. The Azores are an autonomous archipelago region of Portugal. Located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, 2 hours by plane off the coast of Portugal, the Azores are Portugal's Hawaii. Its 9 islands are divided into 3 groups, the Eastern, Central, and Western, which offer a variety of outdoor activities. These include big game fishing, bird watching, canoeing, kayaking, biking, hiking, golf, horseback riding, paragliding, scuba diving, surfing, whale watching, and yachting. Now, for those looking to relax, you can take in the springs, the waterfalls, the thermal baths, and the iron water pools. And let's not forget the lake-filled calderas, beaches, and national and recreational forest filled with lush green pastures and hedgerows of blue hydrangeas. From tapas to flamenco and Gaudi and the La Sagrada Familia, Barcelona is really the perfect base for a vacation in Catalunya. Catalunya, or Land of Castles, as it is called in the Catalan language, in the northeast of Spain, is well known for its lively beach resorts on the Costa Brava, as well as the Pyrenees Mountains. You should not miss a retreat to Montserrat. It is a rocky and dramatically beautiful Benedictine monk hideaway and just an hour outside of Barcelona. Although this is a perfect haven for hikers, there is a cogwheel railway cable car that does take visitors to the top of the monastery. The Cap de Creus is a scenic peninsula with trails and beaches, and the Jardin Botanico with its stunning views are spectacular locations for taking amazing photos. We have a full day tour of the Costa Brava with Europe Express, and includes visits to those sandy beaches and shores, caves and lush vegetation, walks on tranquil promenades, and shopping at the classic beach bazaars. And let's not forget the wines of the Priorat, Spain's most fashionable yet mountainous wine region. This landscape makes it difficult for large scale production of wine, but through the dedication of wine grape growers, winemakers, they're what make the wines of this region distinctive and delightful just to the palate. In this area, In Barcelona, we do recommend the Hotel Silken Ramblas. It's a 4-star property located in Barcelona's downtown neighborhood in the city center and near to the beach. It is within a 1-minute walk to the Las Ramblas, the 3-minute walk to the La Boqueria Market. It's 5 minutes to the Plaza de Catalunya. This hotel does offer 105 air-conditioned accommodations with mini bars and safes. It is smoke-free property. It also offers 24/7 front desk, free Wi-Fi, restaurant, bar, room service, pool, and spa. Now, Zurich is the largest of Swiss cities, the capital of the canton of Zurich, and known for being a powerhouse for banking and financial services. Its Altstadt, or Old Town Center, city center, is quite lovely and straddles the bank of the Limmat River, which flows through the city. Zurich is famous for high-end shopping, elegant chocolates, and lavish lifestyle. It is ranked one of the world's most livable cities. The western side of the Old Town Center is closest to the main train station and is called Lindenhof. This is where you'll find the Lindenhof Hill, the only park within the Old Town walls, registered as a Swiss heritage site. On the eastern side, you'll find the Niederdorfstrasse, which is during the day is filled with cafes and quaint shops, but at night transforms into the place to see and be seen, lined with bars and outdoor restaurants. So getting outside of Zurich city center on Europe Express's private cheese making and Mount Titlis excursion, you're going to experience the art of true Swiss cheese production, while you also find out what makes the holes in that cheese as you join the workshop. You'll be able to take sample results or take some to nibble during the afternoon adventure up to Mount Titlis. And while on Mount Titlis, you can choose to tread the Titlis Cliff Walk, Europe's highest suspension bridge, or just really enjoy the magnificent view and the glacier cave. Also outside of Zurich, we have Lucerne. So Lucerne is a compact city located in central Switzerland, known for its stunning medieval architecture. Its intriguingly colorful old town is bordered by a 14th century rampart called the Moosegmauer. The symbol of the city is the Kapellbrücke, or Chapel Bridge. It's the oldest and most famous of photographed Swiss bridges, built in 1333, and it links Lucerne's old city center to the right bank of the Reuss River. On the private Lucerne and Mountains of Central Switzerland tour, we do depart from Zurich on a 10-hour tour on a scenic drive to Lucerne. We enjoy a beautiful steamboat ride on Lake Lucerne and a cogwheel train to the top of Mount Rigi. After awing the magnificent alpine panorama, we take a hike down the mountain and enjoy free time for lunch. The afternoon concludes with a stroll through Lucerne to view its picture-perfect sights. For mountain adventures, we have plenty. There's also Mount Pilatus, or referred to the Swiss as just Pilatus. Towers over Lucerne and Lake Lucerne. Its highest peak is the Tomleshorn at 6,983 feet. And on our Mount Pilatus, the Dragon Mountain from Zurich Share Tour, you'll experience spectacular views of the Alps. From May to mid-October, you'll travel by cogwheel railway down the mountain and partake in a boat ride to Lucerne. When traveling in the winter from mid-October to early May, you can enjoy lunch in place of the train and boat ride. Now, in this area in Zurich, we do recommend the Boutique Hotel Helmhaus. It's a family-run property, 4-star, located on a cobbled square overlooking the River Limmat in the heart of Zurich's old city center. It's just a 2-minute walk to the Grossmünster, the Wasserkirche, 4 minutes to Zurich's town hall, and 5 minutes to the lakeside promenade. This hotel offers 24 accommodations, all with down comforters and a pillow menu. The hotel is air conditioned, smoke free, free Wi-Fi, offers the airport shuttle for a fee. There's also the Hotel Seegarten. It's a boutique 3-star property located in the just elegant Seefeld district of Zurich, steps from the Opera House, and only a short walk to Lake Zurich and the Bahnhofstrasse. The hotel offers 28 individually furnished accommodations, all with down comforters and those pillow menus. This hotel is air conditioned, smoke free, offers free Wi Fi, restaurant, and a bar is on property. And they do have a 24-hour airport shuttle available on request and for a fee. So the lyrics of the wind blowing through the trees and the trickle of the water over rocks and stones, to the roar of the mountains, the sigh of the meadows, and the hum of complete contentment in nature have played through the environment for ages. I do encourage you to slow down and enjoy our world through the melodies of the great outdoors. No matter the time of year you decide to travel or the natural habitat you choose to incorporate into a customized itinerary, you too will join in the chorus. So let's all get out there and enjoy our world. We do always offer some suggestions and what to know before you go. So policies and procedures and requirements for entry into whichever country you choose to visit are still changing rapidly. So of course, Angela will assist you in providing resources, but make sure that you're also aware of this continuously changing requirements for travel and where to find the latest information. Combining countries and regions, while it's really great to incorporate or integrate various cities and regions into your customized independent European itinerary, I'm just going to ask that you check to make sure you allow ample time to relax, enjoy, and immerse yourselves. Lots of people ask, well, when do I go? Well, most tours operate year round, and Angela will check with us for any blackout dates. But this does bring me to our last tip, which we talk about all the time, booking early. So the sites, the cities highlighted in this presentation are top cultural, historical, and culinary getaways, not only from travelers from North America, but from around the world. So it's really understandable that flights, hotels, and sightseeing options get full in advance. Again, May through September is peak season. So if you're planning a trip, then we are going to recommend that you book at least 6 months in advance for that best availability and options. Now, because of pent-up demand due to restrictions on international travel in 2020, in 2021, there has been a flood of requests for travel in 22. And given this, really, I encourage you to start working with Angela today. Also, just note that 22 is turning out to be a banner year in Europe. There are 2 festivals that are held every 10 years, which are falling into 2022. The Floriade in Amsterdam, Holland, the Passion Play in Oberammergau, Germany. That one was canceled in 2020 and moved to 2022. Now, each of these festivals do operate from about the end of April through October. And along with all these other annual festivals, we name them all the time, but I'm going to name them off again. Your Oktoberfest in Munich, Salzburg's Harvest Fest, the Christmas markets in not only Germany, Austria, Switzerland, but also France, the UK, Croatia, and more. You have Bastille Day in France, Edinburgh's Military Tattoo, the Running of the Bulls in Pamplona, Spain. You have people going on pilgrimages to towns such as Lourdes in France, Assisi in Italy, Santiago de Compostela in Spain. You have the Ibiza closing parties. So be sure that if you're thinking about traveling to Europe in 2022 or even 23, that you start working with Angela today. And again, while there are so many corners of Europe to explore, this does wind down our suggested itineraries for the great outdoors. But your customized European adventure, again, is only limited by your budget and your imagination. So I've added Angela's contact information here. I'm sure she'll be happy to answer any questions that you have and get you started. With this, I just want to also thank you again for taking the time to learn a little bit about Europe Express. And Angela, if we do have just a little bit of time and there are some questions we can answer, I'm happy to answer those.
All right, thank you so much. I don't have any questions. I just had a statement of one person said that they want to visit all of the beautiful locations. So,
so do I. So let's do it.
So that was a statement. I didn't see. I was looking at on both areas of where I dropped the link in. I didn't see any questions. So for those who have opportunity to, if you're not able to look at the video today, it'll be available for you to look at later and review. And if you have any questions on it, please feel free to reach out to me via my numerous channels of Facebook, email, phone, and we can touch base. Okay. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in on our series of Lunch and Learn. As I stated earlier before, this is our last one for this year. This will be officially starting in summer next month. So we know that everyone is going to be out, if you haven't already, enjoying the various parts of the world and traveling. So if you're not and you need somewhere to go, let me know. I can help you with that. But if you are traveling, I'm glad you are out there enjoying it and you will be experiencing the world. So that's why we're taking a break, allowing you to do that. And we'll be back early part of next year. So we'll take some time off for you. Okay. Again, have a great weekend, weekday, rest of the day, and then enjoy your time that you have with your friends, family, loved ones. Actually, this is Memorial Day weekend. I forgot about that. There's holiday weekend coming up. So enjoy the holiday with your family and your friends. Those kids who are on their way to be out of school, have a great summer. Enjoy the summer with your family. The parents enjoy the summer with your kids. That's what I should say. But yeah, have a good time. We look forward to seeing you again in the early part of 2023 and talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.